Hey, what's up, YouTube? Chris Martin here, or Crazy Chris Turbo, as it says. Um, Number one, sorry about the crap quality. It's my laptop. Number two, just thought I should give you some background information, kind of like who I am, where I come from. In case you couldn't guess, I go to the Aviation Institute of Maintenance. I'm in their 24-month AMTE program, which is basically the 18 months of your A&P license plus 6 months for FCC licenses. Uh, Me personally, I'm into computers, the robotics, the wiring, all that made sense to me. I get an extra license. Actually, I get a couple extra licenses through that class. I get the extra knowledge, and I become just a little bit more valuable than, say, a regular A&P. Now, I'm not putting them down. I'm just saying, in today's economy, the more knowledge you have, the better your chances of getting hired. So far, I'm in term 4, which is basic electricity. I'm not going to go too far in depth. I don't know, if they're going to yell at me about that or not. Uh, I'm from Vermont originally. Right now I'm in Georgia. Uh, I was part of a robotics team back in my senior, junior, sophomore, and freshman year of high school with FIRST Robotics. Some people out there may know it. Some of you may not. Just Google FIRST FRC and you'll find all the information. It's founded by Dean Kamen and Woody Flowers. Dean Kamen being the guy that built the Segway. He's also built some other really neat inventions. For those of you who are interested in that, I know I was. Check it out. Just search his name, search his inventions, and you'll be pretty impressed. Now I've only got one on hand right now. I'll get the other one on Thursday. But this is my second. This is my second Director's Award. Director's Award meaning a 95 average or better and perfect attendance. My average being a 98. Now I'm not bragging. Some people had better. Some people had worse. Some people had a better average but missed days. Being that it's FAA, they're really strict about missing days. Now, just so I can avoid it, I'm listening to my iPod in the background. This song here is No Handlebars by... I'm not sure who it's by, but it's not my song. I didn't make it, just playing in the background. My goals are to graduate, hopefully valedictorian. Would be nice. But being that I've missed one day due to an auto accident, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. That was back in term 1. And even then, my average was still a 96. I forget what they call that award for having the 95 or better, because they do have one for 95 or better without the perfect attendance. Now, I'm just going to pause this for a second so I don't keep saying all that. I don't want to worry about copyright laws. I grew up in Sudbury, Vermont, small town, really small town. We don't have a store or gas station. Some of you guys are going to be, oh, you're joking, blah, blah, blah. Google Earth it. That's all I have to say on that. I'm 21 years old right now, born on Christmas. Now, I'm not going to give you any kind of other personal information other than that. I'm kind of still new to this whole YouTube thing, so please bear with me. I will add videos. I guarantee you that. When? Some people say every Thursday. Some people say they have them every couple days. I can't make any promises. I go to class at night. I'm trying to find a job during the day. And then I gotta sleep on top of that. I will note that another hobby of mine is computers. Plain and simple. Everything from websites, game design, custom software. When I say custom software, I'm talking you search for something to do, something that you want online through Google. The 1 in a billion chance you don't find it, I'm one of those guys that you can go to and say, hey, can you build it? Yes. Now, for those of you interested in becoming A&P and looking at school options, this is the only school that I've really looked at, and I have enlisted in it, enrolled in it, I should say. I've been there 4 terms. This is the middle of my 4th term. Well, almost the middle. Next Monday will be the middle. Each term's 5 weeks. Plain and simple. My only complaint is term 3, the methodology behind the teaching of that class was not my forte. You know, I'm one of those read it, hear it, do it guys, and then I know it. Term 3 is, at least in this particular class, was mostly FARs, and plain and simple, that's book work. You know, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, no getting around it. A goal of mine after I graduate this is to go to another college, I forget the name of it, down in just outside Tampa, I think is where they said they're located, to get my ATP license, which I think is another 10, 12 months, something like that. I forget the exact amount. And an ATP license is basically an air transport pilot's license. Now, that would, my understanding, let me do cargo or commercial for passenger jets. So, that's a little bit about me for right now. Like I said, it's Crazy Chris Turbo is what the name is on here. Crazy. Everyone who knows me personally, just flat out, I'm crazy. My name is Chris, and my boss back at a body shop I used to work at in Vermont, he had this nickname for me, Turbo, because I'd always get the work done efficiently, as opposed to some of the other employees who would kind of abide by their time. The school itself, overall, I like it. I'd recommend it. So, you know, no questions asked. I have heard that for those of you who go, well, I'm not quite sure if I want to go and become an aircraft mechanic or an aircraft pilot. I have no viable proof of this. Number one, I haven't looked into it. Number two, it's just what I've heard. But story goes, A&P license will allow you in some aspects to also work on roller coasters as a mechanic, elevators as a mechanic. So, that being said, if it's true, it opens up not just the aviation world to you, but a vast world, because then you've got carnivals, you've got fairgrounds, amusement parks. I mean, the list can be almost endless at that point. But that's just some background information. Again, sorry about the poor quality of the this is my laptop camera. I'm not that one of those guys who can afford a fancy GoPro at this point. I will be looking into it in the future when I get my bike down here and do some vlogs on there. Start getting into that. So yeah, just anything you want to say, comment sections below. You guys already know that. You've been on YouTube a million times. But yeah, so that's just a little bit of background on me. Have a good one.